Injustice 2 was announced some time ago, and well, since I've done this with other fighting games I've been looking forward to, why not do a top 10 of the characters I want to be in this game? Now, as we're recording this, new characters confirmed so far are Supergirl, Atrocitus, Gorilla Grodd, Blue Beetle, and while not 100% officially confirmed, this teaser does give big hints towards Captain Cold and Dr. Fate. So I'm going to treat them as if they have been officially announced. Oh, and just one rule, there are no guest characters on this list, though I would like to give honorable mentions to Rorschach and Bigby Wolf, since while they are owned by DC, they're not part of the DC universe. Actually, with the whole Rebirth storyline going on with the DC universe, Rorschach might now be officially part of it, but I'll keep him off of the list just to be safe. Also, I feel like I should note that I have not read the Injustice comics, so if any of these characters are dead in this universe, I don't care. Besides, this is the DC universe, you know, the company that pretty much killed Death in comics. Anyways, let's begin. Black Canary. I think Black Canary is a decent choice for this game, plus with her whole screaming power, it wouldn't be too hard for NetherRealm to think of a moveset for her, considering that Sindel has the same power. Though the reason why I say that she's a decent pick and not a great one as well, I'm just gonna be honest here, she barely snuck onto the list, cause originally I was planning to have Blue Beetle on the list, like at number 2, but then he officially got confirmed. Plus, if Green Arrow returns, we could have a lot of good banter between the two with the intros and the clashes. Batman Beyond. Now, in Injustice 1, out of all the alternate costumes, this was my favorite one, but I wanted just a little bit more. I didn't want Bruce Wayne dressed like Terry McGinnis, I wanted Terry McGinnis. Though I have a feeling that he'll probably just be a costume again, especially with the whole armor system. And I would be willing to accept that if they gave the costume a different voice like they did with the Jon Stewart costume for Green Lantern in the first game. But if he was his own separate character, I feel that unless NetherRealm wants to throw in time travel into the story, he'd probably make the most sense as a DLC character. Starfire. If you're around my age, then you probably grew up with the original Teen Titans cartoon, and well, in the first game we got Nightwing, Cyborg, and Raven, but I want the other two, damn it! Granted, that's spoiler someone who comes up later, but whatever. Though, what keeps Starfire from being high on the list? Well, flight, strength, lasers, she has some very similar powers to Supergirl, so it may be slightly hard to make her stand out. But NetherRealm has made similar characters work before, hell, it's more or less what they were founded on, so if anyone could do it, it's them. Snowflame! Yes, I know, it's never gonna happen, but let me dream, damn it! For those of you who may not know, Snowflame is an obscure villain who first appeared and died in the comic New Guardians number 2. So you may be thinking, wait, if he was only in one comic, why should you care about him? Well, he's powered by cocaine! Seriously, he snorts cocaine and it gives him superpowers!
That's so dumb! It's so dumb!
Plus, for those of you who know me from what I did before I started this channel, then you probably know how close to my heart Snowflame is. Beast Boy. Yeah, when I said I wanted the rest of the Titans, you knew he was coming. Though what puts him high on the list than Starfire, despite the fact that I would say that I like him more as well, with his power to transform into different animals, he has the potential for one of the, if not the most unique moveset in the game. So one thing I could imagine is that Beast Boy might be one of the harder characters to animate in this game with, you know, having to have him transform into the animals and to animate the animals themselves. I don't know. Also, there are characters like Vixen or Animal Man who have similar powers. Hell, I wouldn't mind any of these three. I just feel like Beast Boy is the one that most people are going to be familiar with. Clayface. Clayface has so much moveset potential of being able to morph his body however he pleases. Hell, with the whole armor system thing they're having in this game, this almost seems like a match made in heaven. Though the one problem here is that in the last game, people did complain that there were too many Batman characters, and I would kinda agree on that. And to be fair, our Batman's Rogues Gallery, Clayface is a bit of a mid-carder at best. Also, one can argue that the shapeshifting moveset can be given to Plastic Man, and once again, while I wouldn't mind Plastic Man, I just like Clayface a whole lot more. Static Shock. And here's where I turn my back on the death doesn't matter rule because, well, since Shazam did die in the last game, I do feel like that Static could be the perfect replacement for an electrical hero. Though yet even so, if they do decide to bring back Shazam and or Black Adam, Static Shock still does also have magnetism, so they can make him different enough if they wanted to. Other than that, my main reasoning for wanting Static Shock is that I would assume he would be a popular character, considering that he went from a cartoon character to actually being canon in the comics, much like Harley Quinn. Darkseid, one of the most powerful villains in the DC universe, one of the greatest enemies of the Justice League, conqueror of worlds and chiller of couches.
Why the fuck was he not playable in the first game? And no, the mobile version does not count.
Jonah Hex. Now, much like I said with Batman Beyond, that unless they want to put in time travel in the storyline or just not have him in the story whatsoever, he'd probably be better as DLC. Though, yeah, I wouldn't mind beating the crap out of Superman with a cowboy. You know, someone who definitely should not be able to beat Superman. In fact, I believe that actually happened once, though I don't know if that's even canon. Plus, Mortal Kombat X did have a gunslinger in Aaron Black, so it's not like NetherRealm hasn't done this type of character before. In fact, if they really wanted to be lazy or something, they probably could reuse a few animations here or there. Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing just looks awesome, and with the whole control of a plant thing, he can have a really unique moveset. Hell, with the whole armor thing, he can have like tree bark or different plants for his armor. Though, even though Swamp Thing is my #1 pick to be in this game, with what I just said of what you could do with him does have me worried because, well, you could do the same towards Poison Ivy. And Poison Ivy is a more well-known character, so if they were to do this, I would hope for Swamp Thing, but I would not be shocked if they decided to pick Poison Ivy over him. But hey, have to just keep my fingers crossed and hope for the best.
So, those were the top 10 characters I want to be in Injustice 2. Feel free to share your thoughts down below.
You are in pain. Take your life with cocaine. But I am who I am, so I do what I can when I can, but I can really do a damn thing.